The NRA was founded in 1871. They did it because there were a lot of people out there that didn't know how to handle firearms and they didn't have any marksmanship skills. So back then it was super important. Well, fast forward to today, we got a bunch of people that are really concerned about their own personal protection and safety. So they've gone out, they've bought AR-15s, but they haven't taken the time to learn how to use them or have any fun with them. The NRA has a new challenge. It's the ARC, America's Rifle Challenge. It is specifically designed for you. So I'm going to demystify the entire course of fire for you. It's going to give you the competence and confidence to come out here, dust off that AR-15, and have some fun. Follow me downrange. Let's talk about the gear you need to shoot the ARC, America's Rifle Challenge. Chances are you've already got that AR-15. These are the calibers you can use. .22 long rifle would be so much fun. You're going to need magazines, 4 magazines. That's easy for any one of these guns. Notice, I'm just sticking mine in my pocket. You don't have to have anything special on your belt. You can load from your pockets. Speaking of loading, you'll need ammunition. 100 rounds of whatever caliber it is you're shooting. So 100 rounds. That's not a whole great giant investment. It's pretty reasonable. You'll also need an empty chamber indicator. And this is what that is. It goes in here between the bolt and the chamber, lets everybody know that your gun is safe. You're going to need hearing protection, eye protection, and lastly, a sling. A sling is to the rifle what a holster is to a pistol. It's the way we carry that gun. It can be done safely. Not a lot of gear, but a whole lot of fun. Stage 1 is fired completely at the 10-yard line. You're going to need a 4-round magazine, a 6-round magazine, and a 10-round magazine. And your RO is going to tell you exactly when to use each of those. The first 2 strings of fire are identical, but there are 2 targets downrange. So your RO is always going to tell you which target to engage. So for string 1, you're going to present and fire 1 round in 3 seconds on your left target.
Competitors on the line with the magazine of 6 rounds, load and make ready. Your first string of fire is 1 round, time limit of 3 seconds on the left target. Is the line ready? Stand by.
For string 2, you're going to present and fire 1 round on your right target in 3 seconds.
1 round, right target, 3 seconds. Is the line ready? Stand by.
Strings 3 and 4 are pretty much the same, except you're going to be firing 2 rounds. So the first time the range officer gives you the command to fire, you're going to fire 2 rounds in 4 seconds on your left target. Off sights, off trigger, back to safe. Then he's going to give you a command again. You're going to fire 2 additional rounds on the right side target. Off sight, off trigger, back to sling. The only thing that's timed are your shots. So remember, you have 4 seconds to complete the drill.
Your next string of fire is 2 rounds, left target, time limit of 4 seconds. Is the line ready? The line is ready. Stand by. Your next string is 2 rounds, right target, 4 seconds. Stand by.
So now you've gone through your 6-round magazine, you have an empty gun again. Stage 5, you're going to need your 10-round magazine. On the range officer's command, you're going to load and make ready with that 10-round magazine. On his signal, you're going to fire 5 in the left target and 5 in the right target. This is called sustained fire. So on his command, you'll present, safety off, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. You have 12 seconds to complete the drill.
This is a sustained fire drill. 5 rounds left, 5 rounds right, and a par time of 12 seconds. Is the line ready? Stand by.
This is where things get a little bit confusing and you're going to want to pay attention. This is a reload drill. But remember, there are no advanced training techniques. There's advanced applications of the basics. So you're going to have some manipulation skills here. You've got a 4-round magazine. What you're going to do is you're going to load that 4-round magazine. You're going to take it out. You're going to take one of your empties that you've already retrieved off the floor. You're going to change it out and put an empty one in behind it. So now you've got one in the gun. On the first string of fire, within 8 seconds, you're going to fire 1 shot on your left side target. You're going to conduct a bolt lock, reload. You're going to get that reload back in there, get that gun back into action, and fire 1 round on the right side target. And then we're going to set it up and we're going to repeat the drill again. Your range officer is going to tell you exactly what to do.
Your next drill is a reload drill. With a magazine of 4 rounds, load. After you've chambered that round, take your loaded magazine out and insert your empty one. For this next string of fire, you will fire 1 round, conduct a bolt lock reload, and fire an additional round. Both rounds will be on the left target. Fire 1, reload, fire 1. Competitors ready? Stand by. Place your firearms on safe. Replace your loaded magazine with an empty magazine. 1 round, left target, reload, 1 round, right target. Time limit 8 seconds. Stand by. Make the line safe. Engage your safeties, install your empty chamber indicators, and let your rifles hang. Pick up your remaining magazines and make the line clear. Is the line clear and safe? Let the rifles hang. Let's go down range and score targets.
Stage 2 covers a lot of ground. It's from 100 yards all the way to 25 yards, but it's incremental. You're going to need 4 10-round magazines, and we're going to start at the 100-yard line. We're going to be shooting from prone here.
Competitors, this is stage 2, string 1. You'll have a 60-second prep period to get into the prone position. Assume that now.
At 100 yards, the range officer is going to give you 60 seconds, 1 minute to get set up into a good prone position. When everybody's ready on the line, you're going to load and make ready, do exactly as that range officer says, and on his command, you're going to fire 10 rounds on the center of that target in 45 seconds.
Any additional time needed, competitors? All right, folks, let's go ahead and stand up. Place your slings on and let them hang. All right, the line is safe. The range is clear. Let's advance down to 50 yards for our next string of fire.
Moving forward on stage 2, you're going to go up to the 50-yard line. Here, we're going to shoot twice. So at prone, we shot on the left side target, but now up here, we're going to shoot on the right side target.
Competitors, your next phase of fire is stage 2, string 2. Sitting, 10 rounds, right target, time limit of 45 seconds. You will start from the seated position. Competitors, you have 1 minute to assume a good, solid seated position. Your time begins now.
Here again, you're going to get 60 seconds to set yourself up in a good seated position. You'll be given the command to load and make ready. On the range officer's command, you're going to engage your right side target from the seated position with 10 rounds in 45 seconds.
All right, stand by.
Once you're done firing seated, you'll clear your gun out. The range officer is going to tell you exactly what to do. Then you're going to shoot from the kneeling. We're still at 50 yards and we're still on the right side target, and it's going to be 10 rounds again in 45 seconds. You're also going to get that 60-second setup time to get yourself in a nice kneeling position. Get that thing set up, natural point of aim, and on the range officer's command, 10 rounds, 45 seconds.
Resuming commands, your next string of fire will be from the kneeling supported position. Competitors with a 10-round magazine, you will fire the same target, right target, and a time limit of 45 seconds. Go ahead and assume a strong kneeling position. You have 1 minute. Is the line ready? Stand by. Any additional time needed? Declaring none. Competitors, make the line safe.
We're done at the 50-yard line. We're moving up to the 25-yard line. You're going to fire 10 more rounds here, but this is going to be standing. It's called unsupported because you don't have anything to rest your gun on. You're going to have to hold that gun up by yourself for 10 rounds. You're going to get 45 seconds to shoot those rounds, but we're only at 25 yards. This is easy stuff. It could be a chip shot if your marksmanship is true.
Competitors, this is the final string of stage 2. 25 yards standing offhand. 10 rounds on the left target and a time limit of 45 seconds. With a magazine of 10 rounds, load and make ready. Is the line ready? Stand by.
Stage 3, we're going to stay at the 25-yard line, but we're going to add some movement. First, you're going to need 2 10-round magazines. For the first string of fire on stage 3, at 25 yards, you're going to have 15 seconds to fire 5 rounds on your left target from the standing position, then move to a kneeling position and fire 5 additional rounds on the right side target. You have to remember to engage your manual safety while you're changing positions.
Competitors, this is stage 3, string 1. You will fire a total of 10 rounds and a time limit of 15 seconds. 5 rounds standing on the left target. You will engage your safety, drop to the strong kneeling position and fire 5 rounds on the right target. Time limit for both is 15 seconds. Competitors on the line, load and make ready. Is the line ready? Stand by. Ceasefire.
For string 2 of stage 3, things slow down a little bit because we have to run people individually. The shooting line will remain at 25 yards, but the RO is going to take 1 shooter at a time up to the 20-yard line. Here's where you load your next 10-round magazine. On his command, you will load and make ready. When you are ready, he will give you the command to begin. You're going to fire 5 rounds while moving from 20 yards to 15 yards. You will be shooting on your left side target. 5 rounds, you have 8 seconds to complete the drill. It's almost forever and a day, and you have to keep your feet moving.
Range is clear. Competitors, stand fast and let them hang. Only one competitor is going to go up at a time. Ryan, step up. Move to the 20-yard line. Competitor, this string of fire will be 5 rounds left target while advancing to the 15-yard line. When we get to the 15-yard line, we'll wait for this to par out. We'll start again, 8 seconds while advancing to the 10-yard line, 5 rounds on the right target.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Stop.
Once you're at the 15-yard line, the range officer's going to check to make sure that you're still loaded and ready, because here you're going to be moving from 15 to 10 yards. You're going to be doing the exact same thing, but on the right side target. You're going to fire 5 rounds on the move in 8 seconds. Follow your range officer's commands and stabilize that gun.
Prepare for your next string. 5 rounds while advancing on the right target to the 10-yard line, 8 seconds. Stand by. Competitor, unload, show clear. Insert your empty chamber indicator. Place your bolt forward. Let it hang. Line is clear. Turn back to the 25-yard line.
So stage 3 takes a little bit of time. You've got to get everybody through that moving and shooting phase. But it's a lot of fun to watch people shoot, and you're going to learn something new from everybody's successes or failures. For stage 4, we're going back to the 100-yard line, but we're going to be shooting from a barricade. There's only one string of fire on stage 4, and it's all done from the barricade. Your RO is going to tell you exactly what you need to do, but I'm going to wrap it up for you right now. You're going to need a 12-round magazine because you're going to be shooting from 12 positions on the barricade. He's going to tell you to shoot from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, and then 6 again because that's your 7th, back to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 90 seconds to get your hits on a 12-inch piece of steel downrange. The range officer is going to tell you exactly how to start.
All right, with the magazine of 12 rounds, go ahead and load and make ready.
When you're ready, your muzzle points at the little triangle in the center of the barricade. That's your starting position.
Stand by.
In between each movement, you need to activate your manual safety. So when you shoot from 1, safety comes on, move to 2. Safety comes off, make your shot, and so on and so forth. You have 90 seconds to complete the drill. This is time plus accuracy. So your misses are going to count. The penalties for a miss are 10 seconds each. Sometimes you're better off spending 2 or 3 seconds aiming so you don't end up with 10 seconds of penalties.
Unload, show clear. Time, 7134. All right, all right. Range is clear.
So that's the NRA ARC, America's Rifle Challenge. It's specifically designed for all you folks out there, especially you, who bought an AR-15 way back thinking you might need one to protect your family or to get out and shoot and have some fun with. Now you don't have an excuse. There is no excuse not to get out, learn some skills, gain some competence and some confidence to actually get some use out of your AR.